What's going on? It's your boy CJ Goodfellow back with the Boxing Clinic and more. And this is the and more part. So I'm just going to incorporate more content, from different sports and different social things that's going on right now. But apparently Jemele Hill, voiced her opinion on Donald Trump on Twitter. And, like Herman would say, think before you sin. But at the end of the day, she felt a certain type of way. She was agitated. And, reading comments, or especially when you're a personality on YouTube or wherever, especially in her case, she's a big-time ESPN personality. You can't be reading comments and you can't carry yourself as a regular individual out there. We're going to get into exactly what she said. But you can't be out here speaking your mind like that, especially most people who don't know. ESPN is owned by Walt Disney, and Walt Disney is this family-oriented thing, Mickey Mouse, and it's supposed to be family-oriented, or family-wise, oriented-wise, whatever. I'm tired. But that's what it's supposed to be. But this is what she said about Trump. Somebody must have said something to her. He's unqualified and unfit to be president. He's not a leader, and if he were not white, he never would have been elected. And that's probably truth. That's factual what she just said right there. But that's really not what got her in trouble. We get into the other screenshot in a minute. But that's factual what she said right there. If he wasn't white, he wouldn't be president. It's not because Donald Trump is a dumb person or whatever it is. He got kicked off The Apprentice for some racial shit or some controversial shit that he did say. Also, he has no political background. He wasn't a senator, he wasn't a congressman, he wasn't a councilman, he wasn't anything, at all. So how can you be elected president when you have no background? When they tell you when you go apply for a job in a position that pays very well, you must have some type of background to get this position. You must know something to get this position. So how does he get one of the most powerful positions in the world without having any background on it? So definitely she's white on that. That's definitely a white privilege right there. Or, for Donald Trump to get in there. But he does have clout. What's funny about the NFL when he let him on the team, but he could be the president of the world for the simple fact that, he might, I don't know how he got elected, why people voted for Donald Trump. And that's what I'm still trying to figure out in my mind. Because people say because America is a business, he can run like a business. Absolutely not. I think people, voted for Donald Trump to get back at black people for voting for Barack Obama. But Barack Obama did nothing for black people. He didn't make any laws. He didn't give black people any type of money. He didn't do anything. And people thought, the African American community, well, I call it the black community, thought Obama should have done that. And, but that wasn't his job. His job was to right the ship, get America back on track, not put black people back where they're supposed to be or we think we're supposed to be. No, not mess up the ship so another black man could potentially, or another minority could potentially be the president of the United States. And that was his job, and he done it perfectly, in my opinion. He didn't ruin it. He didn't, embarrass himself. He put a lot of things on trap, but this is what got her in trouble right here. Donald Trump is a white supremacist who has largely surrounded himself with other white supremacists, and that's another Bible factual statement again, in my opinion. That's factual. He surrounded himself with other people that think just like he does. And it's not the people saying that, Donald Trump is a white supremacist out of the blue because he's a white guy with power, with money, and done well for himself in life. Not at all. It's the actions that Donald Trump says. It's the stupid shit that he says. Like trying to rationalize and protect those quote-unquote nationalists in Charlottesville, Virginia that we know is racist. And that's the key word, nationalist. It's key word for racist. Protecting the Confederate, property, saying, George Washington was a slave owner. You're gonna take down his statue. Where does it end? It's just the dumb shit that he says. He has no. He's not a smart person, man, at all. When you talk about social skills and talking and persuading and mind fucking people that he's not good at that. He says some things that people that agree with is gonna roll with him because that's how they think. Now they feel like it's okay that the Voice of America says some of the dumb, racist, or crazy things, and they say, "Oh, I think like that." And it's okay for him to say it, and he's still walking. He don't have a bullet in his chest or in the back of his head like Abraham Lincoln, or shot up like John F. Kennedy, JFK. Well, I could think like that. And I could do whatever I want. And for Donald Trump to get in, it definitely was a bad time for him to get in with all the police brutality going on against minorities, and with him talking about building a wall, and he got the ball rolling with starting with this racist shit. And Jemele Hill is actually absolutely right, but the White House want her to lose her job, and ESPN. And should she lose her job for this? Absolutely. And she should lose her job. And I'm not saying that, I'm not saying that I would fire her, but based on the rules of the game, yes. But since so many people feel so strongly that Trump is a chump, and so many people agree with her that the racist shit that he's saying and the bias shit that he's saying, the crazy off the wall shit that he's saying, and so many people that probably voted for him undercover now is starting to turn on him, it's okay. It's okay that she voiced her opinion, because a lot of people feel that way. More people than not feel the way that she feel. So it's not a large cry from the people that watch ESPN or the white Disney people or the Walt Disney people, that support Walt Disney care. Because everybody, the majority of the people in America feel that way about Donald Trump. Majority of people outside of America feel that way about Donald Trump. Unqualified, unfit, crazy, stupid motherfucker. Period. When it comes to this politics stuff. Business-wise, he probably is a savvy business guy. But running the country, yeah. But, by the rules of the game, should she? Absolutely. When people compare and be like, oh, what about when, somebody said, Obama was Hitler. What did Obama do to ever be compared to Hitler? Or what has Obama ever done, excuse me, a lot of that shit outside my crib, been done to, be spoke badly upon? He's done nothing, but be a black man that's president. He didn't do anything and say anything controversial like Donald Trump. He righted the ship. He stayed proper. He kept his head up and faced so much adversity and didn't break under pressure. So there's no reason to speak bad on Barack Obama. But Donald Trump gave you the propaganda and all the bullshit to speak bad on him. So I don't think she should lose her. Only reason she's not losing her job because people agree. But it is what it is. We gone.